Hey everyone, this is D-Vyne and welcome to my channel. If this is the first time you're visiting this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so that when I upload new videos, you're the first to know. Now, we have a lot to talk about today, so let's get into it. Actor Ryan Dorsey posted a video on his Instagram page speaking out against allegations that have been made against him and model Nickayla Rivera, the younger sister of the late actress Naya Rivera, who happens to be his ex-wife and the mother of his son, Dorsey, after the Daily Mail made a report that the two have decided to move in together recently in order to raise his son, Dorsey, together. This comes after Nickayla also made her own social media post on her Instagram story, her first post since July, when she posted several touching tributes to her sister after her tragic passing. In her post, she seemed to address all of the backlash that she has been facing online ever since the Daily Mail broke the story. Her post read, "In the darkest time of my life, the only thing that is important is my friends and family. Showing up for my nephew, even though I can't show up for myself. I'm not concerned with the way things look because no one can see each agonizing moment we all endured. What matters most, I've learned, is to show compassion, not to judge others, and never take a moment of life for granted. I hope you all can do the same." End quote. Now, this all comes after the Daily Mail reported that Nickayla and Ryan Dorsey have moved into a new 3-bedroom home together so that she can help him to raise her nephew Dorsey since her sister's tragic passing back in July. Along with these reports, the Daily Mail included photos and video clips of the pair together going shopping for groceries and doing other daily tasks that has led to speculation by fans that they are now romantically involved. This, of course, was met with a lot of backlash from people online, many online users leaving nasty comments under her social media posts, calling her out for allegedly becoming involved with her sister's ex-husband. I just want to note that neither of them have confirmed these claims, so this is all hearsay and speculation. Ryan came out mainly in defense of Nickayla, but also their families, as he spoke out in the video about the allegations being made against them and also the backlash that Nickayla especially has faced since the story broke. Check out the video.
It was brought to my attention that there's a lot of people that have a lot to say and have opinions on a family's tragic situation. 99% of strangers that don't even know this family. And I'll be honest, I probably read about 10, and that was enough to know that is why I don't read comments. There's people making judgments, making assumptions, they're sending terrible messages, wishing death upon strangers that they truly know next to zero. And then he asked me if TT can live with us. I want TT to live with us forever, because she's now the closest thing that he has to a mom. Because you're gonna need all the help you can get as a single parent trying to build your career and navigate this disaster with your child, and to have to let him get what he wants, what he asks for and what he needs right now, which is his family. Even though if it's temporary and it's not forever, it's a temporary situation. And after all he's had to go through, how could you deny him that? And because of what? Because what some strangers might think or say, or spew some hatred based on some ill-advised, illogical, misinformed tabloid. It's sad. It really is. But I hope you would be lucky enough. I hope you would be lucky as me to have family on both sides who support and who have helped out tremendously, and to have a young woman who is his blood, his TT, who's willing to put her life on hold and sacrifice things, uproot her situation for the betterment of your child. So when you put your child to bed, you don't always have to be alone with your thoughts, and you don't have to be sad every day and night wondering when does it get better. At least you have someone there with you to talk to or just sit in silence and be sad with. You don't have to deal with it completely alone. You will have peace in never having people following you and take pictures and creating a false narrative based on an angle of a photo of two people grieving who have been living their life out of suitcases and just trying to get settled into a new place while grabbing a couple things at Target for a young boy's birthday party that we're trying to put together. The Sun and the Daily Mail and whatever vlogs and blogs and podcasts who also are creating such absurd narratives, trying to create false realities, talking about relationships. Shit, man, I wish I was worried about a relationship right now. I'm not thinking about this and living with this every day.
I will say that I did find it a bit odd that they decided to move in together when I first heard about it. A lot of people think that she could have just opted to provide him with support while still living at her own place, dropping in regularly to see her nephew, offering to take him for a few days here and there if Ryan needed a break. I don't know what his relationship is like with his parents, although he did mention in the video that his mom is still in his life and supportive of him. But if they are in his life, then he could have also opted to move back in with them temporarily if he really needed the support. The decision that they have made to move in together has definitely opened them up to a lot of negative criticism from people on the internet who just will not understand them making this decision barely 2 months after Naya's passing. To many of her fans, it's just not a good look for her sister, especially someone that she was very close to be moving in with her ex-husband and being seen all over the place with him, laughing, seeming to have a good time, without Josie so soon after she passed away. So I can at least begin to understand why people would possibly speculate about what is going on here. But we gotta remember that we are in the middle of a pandemic, so if people can avoid bringing a young child into public places unnecessarily, then I can't fault them for doing that. So you're going to see them in public without the boy because he's only 5 and there isn't really a need to have him out in public while they're running errands when there's a whole pandemic going on right now. Now, they did seem to just be running errands and they have clearly gotten close during this time as well and are also offering each other emotional support. In the video, he did talk a bit about how it has been difficult for him, and that is understandable. He had Naya there to share the responsibility of raising their son, although they were no longer in a relationship. Now she's no longer here and that is solely his responsibility. Plus, his son also witnessed the tragic incident since he was there with his mother when she drowned. And so that must be hard for him to process, as it would be for anyone who witnessed something like that. But he's only 5. So I can imagine that Nickayla might also be there to offer Ryan support as well as he becomes accustomed to his new normal. Now, it is not uncommon for people to become romantically involved while mourning the loss of a loved one, like a family member or a best friend. A lot of the time, these romances are short-lived, but it happens more than people know. So this concept is not new to me. It might be odd, but it's definitely not new. However, there isn't any solid evidence of a romantic relationship between these two, and they certainly haven't confirmed one. It is pretty disgusting how people are attacking this woman on social media, calling her horrible names, basically calling her out of her name because of allegations. Besides pictures of them running errands together and the fact that they moved in together, there's no evidence of a romantic or sexual relationship. Only time will tell if anything develops between them. Even if it was true, it doesn't warrant people acting the way that they are towards her, using abusive language on her social media. That's doing way too much, especially at a time when the family is mourning the loss of a loved one. One of the pictures that Daily Mail shared in their article kind of helped to fan the flames because it appears as if they are holding hands on an escalator, but the pic is real blurry, and honestly, the closer I look, it really doesn't look like they were holding hands. A lot of fans took one look at that picture and decided to run with that story, and that that makes it seem as if she just hopped into bed with her sister's ex as soon as she passed away, when that may not be the case. It was clear that she and her sister were very close when she was still alive. I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt. Right now, all that matters is that little boy. If they feel that this is the best way to help him, and the intention behind all of this is to be there for him as he tries to process all of this, then more power to them. If they do become involved romantically though, it may be a bit confusing for him if it becomes public, especially if it doesn't last in the long run, because that can lead to tension, and that is not needed at a time like this. So I do hope that they don't go there for his sake, and that they continue to work together to make things go smoothly for the little boy. But what do you guys think about it? Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and share this video. Also, turn on your notifications so that whenever I post a new video, you're the first to know. Until next time.